Good afternoon and welcome to Stockton, Kansas for the third and final game of the Highway 2436 preseason basketball tournament.
Activity programs at KSF are primarily for student participants. The purpose of our activities is to provide positive learning experiences and opportunities for personal growth, camaraderie for all participants. Stockton High School is pleased to host this KSF competition. Cheerleaders, officials, and spectators should assist in the promotion and achievement of good sportsmanship ideals by taking personal responsibility for keeping this contest at a high level fair, clean, wholesome competition. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Stockton High School. For tonight's basketball matchup between the Lakeside Knights and Thunder Ridge Longhorns. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the performance of our national anthem.
We're set here to announce starters.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visitors, Lakeside Knights. Starting a 5'5" sophomore, number 4, Kaylee Oddie.
5'5" sophomore, number 4, Kaylee Oddie,
For our home team,
starts for the Knights.
5'7" junior, number 5, Chloe Reiner.
Chloe Reiner, 5'7" junior for the Thunder Ridge Lady Longhorns.
5'7" sophomore, number 5, Marley McCoy.
For the Knights, Marley McCoy, 5'7" sophomore.
A 5'7" senior, number 10, Jennifer Cochran.
Jennifer Cochran, a 5'7" senior for the Longhorns.
Starting a 5'3" senior, number 10, Cambry Schoen.
Number 10, Cambry Schoen, 5'3" senior for the Knights.
Starting a 5'3" sophomore, number 14, Jasmine Ferguson.
Jasmine Ferguson, sophomore for the Longhorns.
Number 12, Riley Wyman.
Riley Wyman for the Knights, 5'10" senior.
Starting 5'8" junior, number 15, Peyton Tweedy.
Peyton Tweedy, 5'8" junior for the Longhorns.
Junior, number 15, Tatum Miller.
And rounding out the Knights, 15, Tatum Miller, 5'10" junior.
Senior, number
And 25, Jenna Barnes of the Lady Longhorns.
Assistant coaches for the Longhorns are Jared Ryglass and the head coach is Stacy Hudson.
Well, stepping out to tip for the Longhorns, number 10, Jennifer Cochran. Matching up in the circle will be number 15, Tatum Miller for the Knights. And we're all set here from Stockton in the junior high gym for this final game of the preseason tournament. So Longhorns get the early possession. Point guard at the top for the Longhorns, Jenna Barnes. Tweedy will work in. Miller grabs the rebound for the Knights. Chucks it to Wyman, and Kaylee will bring it up the floor. Rebound underneath by number 5, Chloe Reimer. Tweedy again down low. Shots up off the glass. Again for Jennifer Cochran down low. Foul. Nope, not a foul called here. It'll be a jump ball. Knights will gain possession. So Knights will bring it up the court. Audie will swing it over to Schoen. McCoy with it now at the top of the key. Looks back to Schoen. Quick shot from the right side by McCoy. Rebound goes long. It was tipped. I think she's, the official doesn't think so. I thought it was off of a Thunder Ridge tip, but must have been off of a Knight. And so that's a backcourt violation, and the Longhorns will have it here. Number 14, Jasmine Ferguson, set to throw it in. Barnes with it now for the Longhorns as the Knights look in a 2-3 defense. Entry pass. Skips across. Ferguson with a strong rebound down low, but Riley Wyman tips it back after good position, and Audie will bring it up the floor for the Knights. Tatum Miller working inside. Audie was there for the rebound. It was kicked out of bounds by a Longhorn. The Knights will have it underneath. Cambry Schoen now with it. Setup play was for Audie for the 3. Wasn't there. Marley McCoy gets her shot was partially blocked. And the Longhorns have it coming to the other side. Two shot attempts there. Number 5, Chloe Reimer. Reimer comes into the middle of the lane, but couldn't get it to go. Put-back attempt is also no good, and the Knights have it here on offense with Cambry Schoen looking for Kaylee Audie on the block, just off the backside. Wyman down on the inside with the rebound and the putback. Knights go up 2. Good position by Wyman down low. And here a loose ball. Open shot for number 5 for the Longhorns, and the game is tied. Kaylee Audie posts up for three-pointer. Does not go. Goes off the hands of Riley Wyman. And Lady Longhorns will have it headed the other way. Drive in and thrown up by number 14, Jasmine Ferguson. Rebound. Knights defense sticks with it, forces the Longhorns to reset. An outside shot by number 5, Ferguson. Won't go. Marley McCoy with the rebound. Excuse me, that's number 5, Reimer. So McCoy brings it up the middle. Schoen will drive just in front of the free throw line. Takes a shot and won't go. A lot of quick traded possessions here by both teams. Opportunity, second opportunity for the Longhorns down underneath, and Kaylee Audie's there for the rebound. So Coach Jermark here will use a timeout. 4 minutes and 16 seconds to play on the score clock. And this 30-second timeout, with not very many stoppages of play here, gives the opportunity for both teams to catch their breath, reset. No substitutions so far in this game, as both the Lady Knights and the Lady Longhorns don't have the largest numbers this year. So depth outside of the starting five is just something that is we have to look at. And obviously here we do have a substitution as Herskowitz for the Knights checks in. She gets it right quick from the free throw line. Audie will drive in. Scrum down low. Fight for the ball. Herskowitz does come up with it. Looks like we'll have a foul called here. That foul's going to be on the Longhorns, number 5, Chloe Reimer, her first. Another foul is called here, and Riley Wyman will step to the line. This foul will be on number 15, Peyton Tweedy, her first, second team foul for the Longhorns. .359 on the game clock here, so we'll let ours adjust as Wyman sets up for her second attempt. Just off to the right side here, but Herskowitz with a good offensive board there after the rebound, and the Knights will set up an offense. McCoy looks for Herskowitz in the middle, but it's picked off by number 25, Jenna Barnes. And after a little bit of defense here, the Longhorns will have it, looking to break the tie. Shot down low by number 5. Reimer will not go. Jump ball's called. Possession arrow goes to the Knights. Take that back. Possession arrow stays with the Lady Longhorns, but that pass sails out of bounds. And so that's a turnover. Herskowitz drives in. She's fouled. It'll be called on the floor, though. The bucket went in. Body contact on the foul is going to go against, I believe, it'll be on number 15. Yes, it's called on 15. That's Peyton Tweedy. That's her second foul. Third team foul for the Longhorns. And she will check out. Replacing her is number 40, Madison Brown. Tatum Miller attempted a deep 2. The long rebound goes to the Knights, and they'll work through an offense. Lady Longhorns also showing a 2-3 defense. Ball goes between the legs of McCoy. She's unable to corral it after that pass. And this one will go back to the Lady Longhorns. Kaylee Audie with a steal. She'll work to the middle. Crosses back, puts it up, won't roll. Foul called here. I believe it'll be against Caitlin Herskowitz. It'll be her first. And that is confirmed. It is on Herskowitz. Her first foul of the evening and the first one for the Knights as far as team scores are team fouls are concerned. Good pass deflection by Marley McCoy. It's tipped back out of bounds by Reimer, and that's Knight ball. So McCoy with it here. Good cut by Cambry Schoen with a quick pass to Tatum Miller. That shot doesn't find the rim, and the rebound will go to the Longhorns. So it goes without saying here that both the Longhorns and the Knights are cold when it concerns shooting, as the score at the 2:23 mark of this first quarter of play is 2-2. McCoy will bring it up. Schoen looks to the inside, passes it off to Miller, who drives. Charging foul will be called here against Tatum Miller, her first. Second team foul for the Knights. Good lob pass to the inside. Finds number 10, Cochran, and she'll put it in for 2, and the tie is broken. Cagliotti looks inside to Herskowitz, but it's not there. Longhorns looked like they had numbers for a minute, but it's pulled back up, and Barnes will look to set up an offense. Number 13, Shea Baker in for the Longhorns, and that'll put 2 more on as the Longhorns extend their lead by 4. Cagliotti for 3. Rebound to Reamer. Aaron pass here, sails out of bounds. Barnes was looking to find number 40, Madison Brown. And Barnes will check out of the game. Knights swinging. Movement to the inside of the lane as Audie flashes and Wyman posts up. That's the third time the Knights have tried to push it in there to Herskowitz in the middle, and each time the Longhorns have been able to intercept that pass. That one flies through the hands of the Longhorn offense, and Cambry Schoen comes up with it, finds Herskowitz in the middle. Ball goes through her legs. It's going to be a tie-up down low. And so 34 seconds on the game clock here in the junior high Stockton gym. The Knights will have it down low after a tie-up. Jump ball. Cagliotti posts up for 3. It'll go. So the Knights trail by 1 here with 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. Marley McCoy with a good steal right in the middle of the lane. Pushed ahead to Audie. Quick shot. She's going to be fouled. She's going to be called for a walk. So 10 seconds remain here. The shot went in. Looked good from my end. But she did not set her pivot foot, and that is called as a travel. Good, another pass deflection here by by McCoy. Knights have had several opportunities on the fast break. 4 seconds. Audie on the backside, looking for the rebound. And that'll expire. Time will expire in the first quarter of play, where the Lady Knights trail the Longhorns by 1 point. Tatum Miller step back to the scorer's table, check in. Well, this first quarter break gives us the opportunity to thank our sponsors of the Lakeside live stream. Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air, Wakanda Water, State Bank of Downs, Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC, Remus Tower Service, Cunningham Fiber, connect with us, Midway Co-op, Wakanda Boats and Motors, Miller Welding, and the Brush Group, Brush Art, Don Levy Litho, and Sun Graphics. We thank all of these sponsors who make the Lakeside live stream possible. And also a big shout out to all of our Booster Club business and individual sponsors who support Lakeside athletics and activities. So the second quarter of play begins here. Knights maintain the 2-3 defense as Thunder Ridge looks to swing the ball quickly against this zone. Cambry shown with a quick deflection of the dribble, but possession remains with the Knights. Cagliotti with a good block there. Defending against number 14, Jasmine Ferguson, and the Knights take over. Jenna Barnes tried to jump that pass, tipped off of her hands, but also off the hands of Caitlin Herskowitz, and the possession will go back to the Lady Longhorns. So Jennifer Cochran, working on the inside, gets a three-point play opportunity. The foul was on Tatum Miller, her second. And Cochran completes the three-point play. Thunder Ridge will throw in a press right here. And right there, Cochran looks for the steal opportunity and gets it, but it bounces out of bounds. Saved by Cagliotti, but it's right back into a Thunder Ridge. Okay, so what we have here is the ball was tipped out of bounds. The official wasn't able to see who it was off of, and so this will be a jump ball. Possession arrow sticks with the Knights, and the press remains intact. So Cagliotti with some fast dribbling breaks the press, and the Knights set up their offense here. Trapped down low, tipped out of bounds by Longhorn. Tatum Miller will attempt three. It's off the mark. We'll have a foul called here. Looks like it'll go against Caitlin Herskowitz. That's her second. And the second team foul against the Knights for the second period. Well, a long three was attempted, and it'll go out of bounds. Tatum Miller set to throw it in. Subbing in for the Longhorns is Chloe Rimmer. Pushes it across. Cambry Schoen finds Herskowitz down low. The opportunity wasn't there. She made a good move. Thought there was some body contact, but no foul called, and it was tipped out of bounds by Longhorn, so the Knights will still have the ball underneath with an opportunity here. Audie with a quick move. Shoots from the free throw line. Rebound goes to the Longhorns. Knights hustle back on defense, and Longhorns will set it up. Addison Schmidt in the ball game here, and she's defending against Chloe Reimer, and she will be called for a travel. Knights still working against the pressure from the Longhorns. Tipped out of bounds. Miller drives, heads to the basket. Can't get it to fall, but McCoy will bring it back out. Cagliotti for three, off the rim. Skip pass here. Schmidt was defending right away, so the pass gets moved off again. And Marley McCoy takes it right out of the hands of number 14, Jasmine Ferguson, and Knights will regain possession with just about 5 minutes left to go in the second period. Tatum Miller drives, thinks better of it. Schmidt now with the drive, puts it on the floor. Skip pass back to Herskowitz. Tatum Miller on the far side, and she's fouled. We'll see who that's against. No, it's going to go on 15, Peyton Tweedy. That'll be her third foul. Miller makes the first. Pulls the Knights within 3. Tweedy will check out of the game for the Longhorns, replaced by number 40, Madison Brown. And the Knights will sub here too, as Cambry Schoen and Riley Wyman re-enter the game. Addison Schmidt and Caitlin Herskowitz will head to the sideline. Good defensive addition by both Schmidt and Herskowitz in the game. Front end, the second free throw bounces off the front end of the rim, and Longhorns will have it. Jenna Barnes now crosses the half-court stripe. McCoy and Schoen out with strong defense. Riley Wyman with a rebound down underneath. Gets it to Miller. He'll look ahead, but she doesn't have numbers, and she wisely pulls it up. Knights will set up their offense. Cambry Schoen finds Cagliotti in the middle. Close defense there, and the shot's off the mark. So Barnes pushes ahead. A lot of bodies down low, and from my angle, it's hard to see. Official says that was off of the Knights, and so Longhorns have it. Madison Brown with a shot. Audie in good rebounding position. Longhorns won't show pressure here. Audie with the shot. Long rebound goes to Miller. She must have lost the handle there, and so Longhorns bring it across. Flashing to the middle was number 5, Reimer. Rebound underneath rebounding underneath was number 13, Shea Baker. She's fouled on the play by Riley Wyman, her first. First free throw for Shea Baker is good. And the second finds its mark as well. Longhorns extend their lead. Back in the game now with the balls for the Knights, Herskowitz. An over-the-top pass attempt by Miller is picked off by the Longhorns. And a running layup by Jenna Barnes extends the Longhorns' lead, and Coach Jermark will call a full timeout here. During this full timeout, we'd like to thank our sponsors, making Lakeside live streaming possible this season. Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air, Wakanda Water, State Bank of Downs, Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC, Remus Tower Service, Cunningham Fiber, Wakanda Boats and Motors, Midway Co-op, Miller Welding, The Brush Group, Brush Art, Don Levy Litho, and Sun Graphics. Thank you to our Lakeside live stream sponsors and to all sponsors of Lakeside Athletics and Activities, including those members of the Lakeside Booster Club. Thank you for your support. Lakeside will break the huddle, and we're back. With 3:02 left to play on the score clock in the gym, although there was one possession where the clock did not run for about 5 seconds. My clock, I want to argue, is correct, but we'll go with what's on the scoreboard. Give or take a couple seconds, and pass attempt is picked off here on the press by the Longhorns, and they'll get the ball on offense. On number 40, Madison Brown attempts the three-pointer. Foul's called, no, a jump ball is going to be called. Possession arrow will be the Longhorns, with the Longhorns. Ella Wyman will be called for her foul here. Shot attempts up, and Wyman gets the rebound. Cambry Schoen attempts the three. Rebound was by Raymer. Madison Brown with it now in the corner. Defending on the play is Herskowitz. Slips by her. Ella Wyman sticks in the spot with defense. Looks like she may have been poked in the eye on the play, but she's okay. Comes back on offense. You can tell Wyman's looking to get her vision back. She's working down the inside. She's posting up strong. But the zone of the Longhorns making it tough for the Knights to get the ball inside. Longhorns will sub in here. Well, the ball's stolen away after the inbounds play, and Cambry Schoen picks up a foul. her first team foul, or excuse me, her first personal foul, but it's the 5th team foul for the Knights, and that will result in a walk to the other end where the Longhorns, Madison Brown will, Jenna Barnes will shoot free throws. Be a free throw line violation against the shooter. Which allows the Longhorns to set up their press. Good pass over the middle by Miller to Herskowitz, allows for the press break. Fouls here, and it's on Herskowitz. And again, we'll walk to the other end for a free throw attempt as number 5, Chloe Rimmer, steps to the line for the Longhorns. First one's good. As is the second. Skip pass by Schmidt to McCoy at the top. Miller will drive in. Rebound goes to the Longhorns. Ball's thrown up. It's going to be called a travel. Hannah Nelson in the game now for the Longhorns. Bounces off the foot of a Longhorn. And the Knights will have 40 seconds to work with here in the half. Cagliotti drives, puts up the shot. It'll go. The foul is on number 20, Vanderlinden. Audie's free throw in and out. Under 20 seconds now. Tatum Miller works into the passing lane, gets her hand on the ball, and it's going to be a tie-up, and it will be Lakeside ball. .14 seconds on the clock here in the gym. Schmidt looks to find Schoen at the top, and it's deflected. And that was number 13, Shea Baker, with the opportunity. Now Addison Schmidt with it, and that'll run out the time here in the first half of play from Stockton, where the preseason tournament final matchup of ladies for the Lakeside Knights versus the Longhorns, and the Lady Knights trail 15-8. As we go into the half, we want to again thank our sponsors of Lakeside Live Streaming, Remus Tower Service, Cunningham Fiber, Midway Co-op, Farmers and Merchants, member of FDI Bank, member FDIC, State Bank of Downs, Wakanda Water, Remus, Plumbing, Heating and Air, The Brush Group, Brush Art, Don Levy Litho and Sun Graphics, Miller Welding, and Wakanda Boats and Motors, and Midway Co-op. Thank you for sponsoring Lakeside Live Streaming, and we'll take a break here as it is halftime. Thank you for tuning in. 2 minutes on the clock here as halftime winds down. With the score 15-8, Thunder Ridge leading the Lady Knights. I want to thank our sponsors again, listed here on the screen. Those sponsors are of the Lakeside live stream. We appreciate their support, as we appreciate all support from Lakeside Booster Club businesses and individuals for their support of Lakeside athletics and activities. Thank you, sponsors. Well, a rundown for the Knights. In the foul situation, Cambry Schoen with 1, Riley Wyman with 2, Tatum Miller with 2, Caitlin Herskowitz with 3. On the other side, Chloe Rimmer with 1, Peyton Tweedy, really the only one in foul trouble for the Longhorns, with 3, and Vanderlinden with 1. The Longhorns started with the ball, so this jump ball will give the Knights possession. They'll continue with pressure. Marlon McCord drove into the lane there and did not get the shot to go down, but the ball sticks with the Knights, and Cagliotti attempts a 3, does not go. Foul called here. Tatum Miller will step to the line. Defending is Chloe Reamer. Her second. First team foul against the Longhorns for this quarter. Tatum Miller makes the first free throw. Knights strike first in the second half. Second one is nothing but net for Tatum Miller. Knights trailing by 5 in the early goings of the second half against the Lady Longhorns. After a shot by Peyton Tweedy, Cagliotti slices in, gets the rebound, and she'll bring it up the court. Cambry Schoen's pass picked off by Jenna Barnes, who doesn't have numbers, and she'll pull it back and look to set up the offense for the Longhorns as the Knights come out in a 3-2, extended. Pass down low goes to Tweedy. It's up and in for her. And the Longhorns are up by 7. Ball was on the floor there for a minute, but the Lady Knights recover, and Audie drives. She's called for a travel. Strong move to the hoop by Jennifer Cochran. Puts 2 more on the board for the Longhorns. Cochran right with it again. 2 more. And the Knights coach, Scott Jermark, will take a timeout. their third timeout of the matchup. It's a full timeout. And that will give the Knights a 30-second and a full timeout remaining. The Lady Longhorns have all 5 of their timeouts. We take this opportunity to thank our sponsors of Lakeside Live Streaming: Miller Welding, Wakanda Boats and Motors, Cunningham Fiber, Midway Co-op, Remus Tower Service, Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC, State Bank of Downs, Wakanda Water, Remus Plumbing, Heating, and Air, and the Brush Group, Brush Art, Don Livy Litho, and Sun Graphics. Thank you to those sponsors of Lakeside Live Streaming. Lakeside has it. Quick and easy break of the press. Riley Wyman with a great pass underneath the Cambry Schoen, just bounces in and out. And the Longhorns will grab it, but that's a double dribble here, or travel called here. And the Knights will have it down underneath for an inbounds play. Cambry Schoen from the outside for 3, doesn't go. Down underneath is McCoy with the rebound. Ball on the ground. So a hustle by both Longhorns and Knights with a tie-up will send the ball. Possession arrow is with the Longhorns. Barnes across to Reimer. Back to Barnes. It's in for 2. So some of the shooting woes by the Lady Longhorns here have maybe the doors opened a little bit, and they've made 3 good shots from the floor to extend the lead, and their pressure has also resulted in another Knights turnover here. Madison Brown, 4-3, does not go. Putback is there, but it's off the bottom of the rim by Tweedy. And there's going to be a tie-up here, I think. No, she fights through it. Shot blocked by Audie. Barnes is back up and puts it in for 2 for the Longhorns. And their lead is now 15. Cambry Schoen down underneath, misses the shot. Riley Wyman, though, goes back up and is fouled, and she will shoot 2. Riley Wyman with a good hustle to get back into position there underneath. See if she can put it in here. First free throws off the front. Kaylee Audie down under on the rebound, but a foul pending here will be against Tatum Miller. No. The foul is called against Wyman. And that's Riley's 3rd. Second team foul of the contest, or the half for the Knights. Kaylee Audie got the steal there underneath. moved into good position. She's open for three, takes the shot, just bounces in and out. Wyman tries to bat it out back to her. Longhorns get it. Good bounce pass from Reamer into Cochran. Puts two more on the board for the Lady Longhorns. Another turnover off of the press by the Lady Longhorns results in 2 more points as Barnes puts it up from mid-range for 2. And looks like that'll be an official timeout here as Riley Wyman comes off the floor for the Knights. Caitlin Herskowitz checks in for Wyman. Foul called against Dottie. Her first. And the second foul of the quarter for the Knights. Cochran banks it in. 2 more on the board for the Longhorns. Audie pushes it up to Schoen, has a layup opportunity. Bounces off of her foot. Pass down low, goes off of a Longhorn, Madison Brown, and Knights will have it. Addison Schmidt checks in, replacing Tatum Miller. Also in the game, Cambry Schoen, Caitlin Herskowitz, Marley McCoy, Kaylee Audie. Good press break by the Knights. This will sail back to the back court, but I believe it was tipped. It must not have been tipped. And so in this situation, the call will be backcourt violation. Quick pass into Schoen, who looks back to Audie, and Audie's fouled by number 14, Jasmine Ferguson, her first. Herskowitz called for a travel. Jenna Barnes brings it up the court for the Lady Longhorns. Marley McCoy and Addison Schmidt. Looks like Marley McCoy comes up with it. I wasn't sure who got the steal there as I was looking down for a second. Caitlin Herskowitz drives. Had possession of the ball. Called for another travel down in the corner. Foul pending here. Goes against number 14. No, that's not correct. Number 4 for the Knights. Cagliotti, her second. They put 14 on the scoreboard for score clock for just a second, then thought better of it. Knights will sub in here. Riley Wyman back in the game. Tatum Miller as well, replacing Cagliotti and Caitlin Herskowitz. Second free throw attempt by Reamer is no good. Addison Schmidt brings it up the court for the Knights. Passes it across to Miller. Miller was looking for the pass to Schoen across the lane. It was picked off, and on the other end, it's Shea Baker. Puts it in for 2. Addison Schmidt drives in, doesn't go. Tatum Miller called for a foul. Her third. Cochran drove in and lost the handle on the ball. A foul will be called here. It goes against number 20, Vanderlinden, her second. Tatum Miller drives in. Wyman seals off the defender, allowing an open look for Tatum Miller down under, who completes the layup. Jump ball. Possession is with the Knights. 30 seconds remain in the third quarter. Addison Schmidt attempts the 3. Under 10 seconds now in the quarter. Shea Baker. Rebound goes to a Knight. Time expires in the third quarter, where the Lakeside Lady Knights trail the Longhorns 33-12. Take this other quick opportunity to thank our Lakeside live stream sponsors mentioned here on the screen: State Bank of Downs, Farmers Merchants Bank, member FDIC, Wakanda Water, Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air, The Brush Group, LLC, Brush Art, Don Levy Litho, Sun Graphics, Midway Co-op, Remus Tower Service, Cunningham Fiber, Wakanda Boats and Motors, and Miller Welding. Thank you to our live stream sponsors. jump ball. Possession started with the Longhorns, and the Knights will have it here. Herskowitz drives it in. She's fouled. Peyton Tweedy picks up her 4th foul. First team foul of the quarter for the Longhorns. Second free throw is good for Caitlin Herskowitz. Sarah Reinert now in the game for the Knights. And number 5, Chloe Reimer's called for a travel. They'll give possession to the Knights, and Kaylee Audie will throw it in. Pressure is still here. Camry Schoen works back, right back to Audie, who pushes ahead. Sarah Reinert with it. Kaylee Audie will drive. Shot's up and good. Nice move with the right hand there by Kaylee Audie. Put 2 more on the board for the Lakeside Lady Knights. Sarah Reinert with good defense. Audie hits the deck, but Herskowitz comes in and recovers. And a Longhorn player has lost their shoe. Considering that the Knights were not on a fast break, the officials chose to stop the play here. I've seen that both ways, where sometimes they will stop play and sometimes they'll let it go. But considering the game situation there, and it was most likely stepped on by a Lakeside player. Herskowitz again with it. Opportunity, and she travels. Good defense underneath by both Camry Schoen and Kaylee Audie. Ball's deflected out of bounds as Jennifer Cochran was looking to score 2. She posts up underneath, and a foul will be called. Foul's on Camry Schoen. First one for Cochran, finds its mark. And the second one as well. Longhorns will continue to show some light pressure here. Audie will dribble around it. Pushes it off to Schoen. Tries to force it ahead. Blocked down underneath. Looks like there might have been all ball there, but it'll be called on the arm against Kaylee Audie. Madison Brown hits the first free throw. Three fouls on Kaylee Audie. Madison Brown hits the second free throw. So timeout for some substitutions here. And the Knights have it. Pass across the middle by McCoy. And it's last touched by a Lakeside Knight. Cochran was wide open underneath the bucket, but the pass was just a little high for her to handle. Right back with it is Chloe Reamer, and she's called with a travel. Knights break the press. Foul's called on number 10, Jennifer Cochran. Her first. Cagliotti attempts the three. A lot of nice defending on the breakaway here, and it'll be called a jump ball. Possession arrow sticks with the Longhorns. The clock in the gym says, or the scoreboard in the gym says the Knights have 15. I thought there was a 2-point play there, and which should bring our score to 17. I'll have to check the official book, as that's not been posted on the scoreboard yet after this point in time. Marley McCoy defending against number 40, Madison Brown, is called for the foul. Madison completes the play. Bucket will count. She'll step to the free throw line. So they've had some clock issues here in this building. The clock's not running on the board, and I believe they're going to keep it on possibly on a cell phone or on a stopwatch at the scorers table, because each time I run our clock, I look up and it's different. So evidently they have a button issue or something like that going on here in the junior high gym in Stockton. Kaylee Audi, 2 quick steps, called for a travel. Marley McCoy pushes it up the floor. Pitches it off to Herskowitz. Her shot gets blocked. Marley McCoy's back in the middle. It's a tie-up. Knights will keep possession. Audi lobs it up to McCoy. Has it at the top of the key. Tipped out of bounds by a Longhorn. Sarah Reiner right back to Audi, puts it up. She's fouled. She'll step to the line to shoot 2. Reach is called here against Marley McCoy. It's her second foul. Ball tips off of a Thunder Ridge Longhorn. It's Cochran. It's off the tip of her fingers, and it'll be night ball. Tatum Miller with it up here. Sarah Reiner, nice pass to the inside to Herskowitz, but the Longhorn defense locks it up quick. Kaylee Audi will attempt a long 3, and it's good. Good defense by Sarah Reiner up front. So after a spell on the bench, number 15, Peyton Tweedy, checks back in the game for the Longhorns. Herskowitz with it in the far corner, drives in. But there might have been a body check there. It did not get called. Audi defending. 25. Jenna Barnes puts it in for the Lady Longhorns. Sarah Reinert pivots after the pass from Tatum Miller. Herskowitz with the rebound down under. Kicks it back out to Audie, who shoots off the front end of the rim. And the Longhorns content to let it run out of bounds with 3:28 left to play, approximately, in this matchup. Again, the clock still remains at 5:52 on the scoreboard here in the gym, as they have not been able to get it corrected. Quick trap by the Knights, by McCoy and Reinert, results in a Longhorn turnover. Audie drove in, tried to get it into the middle to Wyman, but was unable to do so. This pass is, we have a collision here at the middle of the court going for the ball. Looks like everybody's going to be okay. Cambry Schoen from the far corner for three. An errant pass into the middle. McCoy is the benefactor, picks it up, tries to get it ahead to Reinert, unable to do so. And the Longhorns will come back up the court. There's going to be a foul called, I believe, and it's 2 shots as the Lakeside Lady Knights had 4 fouls on the board. My foul count's incorrect. I'm working on the visitor side. That is correct on the scoreboard here, even if they can't get the clock to go. And so the free throw attempt by number 14, Jasmine Ferguson, is good. Second one's just off the front of the rim. Kaylee Audie will save it. She's trapped. Uses her dribble, though. Wisely lobs it up ahead to McCoy. Cambry Schoen will work against some tough defense. Now with Sarah Reinert with it in the corner. Attempts a shot. It's blocked. And Reinert, trying to get the ball back, is called for the foul, and that marches the Longhorns to the other side for 2 free throws. Reinert's first foul. First attempt by Tweedy, doesn't find it. Second one, same result. And Kaylee Audie has the rebound down under. Audie tries to take it all the way. Cambry Schoen attempted another long three, a 3 from the corner. It wasn't a long one. It was a good shot. Rolls off. It's tipped out by a Longhorn, and the Knights will keep it. Cochran for 2. Cagliotti for 3. Subbing into the game for the Knights, Crenadone, Addison Schmidt, Tatum Miller. Also Caitlin Herskowitz. Hard to be certain of the remaining time here, as I'm going to be honest in saying I may have missed a few seconds here or there. Shot goes up. Crenadone with the rebound. Pushes it ahead to Schmidt. Works up the side, finds Herskowitz. Press still on for the Lady Longhorns. Addison Schmidt posts up for 3. Tatum Miller with the putback. She's fouled. And right away, Peyton Tweedy puts her hand up and says, that's on me. And if that is confirmed, which it is here now, it is her 5th foul, and so she'll head to the bench. Caitlin Herskowitz. Crenadone. Ball stays with the Knights. Well, this will be the 3rd toss-in attempt by the Knights. Make that the 4th. Well, this one will go to the Longhorns. Rebound in the middle by Miller. It's a tie-up. Possession arrow goes to the Longhorns. And that's the end of this contest between the Lady Longhorns of Thunder Ridge and the Lakeside Knights. Final score, 48-24. What just happened? Let's see. We're back here from Stockton for the final game of the Highway 24-36 preseason tournament. This matchup will be between the Lakeside Knights and the Thunder Ridge Longhorns.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Stockton High School for tonight's basketball matchup between the Lakeside Knights and Thunder Ridge Longhorns. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visitors, the Lakeside Knights, starting a 6'2", senior, number 0, Reese Rimis. And now, for our home team, Thunder Ridge Longhorns, I have starting a 6'3", sophomore, number 5, Connor Inskeep. Starting a 6'3", senior, number 10, Jace Cunningham. Starting a 6'4", junior, number 11, Evan Slavic. Starting a 6' senior, number 14, Corbin Knox. Starting a 5'7" sophomore, number 12, Tristan Taylor. Starting a 5'7" sophomore, number 15, Eli Schmidt. Starting a 6'1" sophomore, number 21, Ethan Speed. And a 5'10" sophomore, number 21, Hayden McCoy. And a 5'11" sophomore, number 33, Connor Weinglass. Assistant coaches for the Knights are Cody Beers, and the head coach is Drew Dusky. Assistant coaches
Starting for the Longhorns tonight,
Hudson, and the head coach is Jared Weinglass.
number 5, Connor Ingley. Number 11, Evan Slavic. Number 12, Tristan Taylor. Number 21, Declan Tweedy. And number 33, Connor Wagenblast. For the Knights, Reese Remus. Number 10, Jace Cunningham. Number 14, Corbin Nas. Number 15, Eli Schmidt. Number 21, Caden McCoy. We're set to tip here. Reese Remus will match up against Evan Slavic for the tip. Ball's up, and it'll go to the Longhorns. So right off the bat, we got a tough move down on the inside by Slavic. And he'll step to the line to shoot 2. He's fouled by number 14, Corbin Nas. His first. First team foul for the Knights. Slavic misses both. Caden McCoy with the rebound, and Eli Schmidt will bring it across the half-court stripe here. Jace Cunningham on the drive. Slavic defending. Slavic was out of bounds when he touched the ball, as it was loose on the floor for just a second there. Cunningham recovers it, and Knights will set up an inbounds play as Corbin Nas takes the ball. Finds Eli Schmidt with a quick 3. Won't go. Rebound goes to 21, Declan Tweedy. Pass was by Slavic, was pushed to the inside intended for number 21, Declan Tweedy. Just didn't go. Was off his fingertips. And the Knights have it here as Corbin Nas sets up the screen. Jace Cunningham just inside the arc for 2. Knights go up early. Declan Tweedy passes it off to Slavic. Now with Connor Wagenblast. Tristan Taylor with the drive. Off the front end. Connor Engelke gets back into position with the offensive board and the putback. Game's tied at 2. Eli Schmidt works around the right side. So good patience there by Caden McCoy for waiting for the play to develop as Cunningham comes off of a screen. Slices into the right side of the lane and is fouled on the play by number 21, Declan Tweedy, his first team foul against the Longhorns. First free throw for Cunningham is good. Cunningham puts the second one home. Knights up 4-2. Engelke with it. Taylor now at the top. Engelke looks to drive and throws it hard right into the face of Declan Tweedy, who wasn't ready for it. That's a turnover by the Longhorns. Eli Schmidt almost threw it out of bounds there as Jace Cunningham does recover the ball. Caden McCoy with the three-point attempt. Bounces off the rim and the glass. Rebound Thunder Ridge. Taylor brings it across the stripe for the Longhorns. They tried the inside, it wasn't there. Knights with an aggressive man defense. Reese Remus with a block underneath. And after the recovery, he's fouled hard and hits the ground. The foul is against Slavic, his first. Second personal against the Longhorns. Eli Schmidt takes it in. 4-2 off of a good screen, and the Knights lead is 4. Caden McCoy picked the pocket of Taylor. It's ahead to Corbin Nas. He puts it in. He's going to be called for a travel. Just a little shuffle step there by Corbin as he was looking back to see if the defender was coming at him, and results in a turnover. But all in all, a good play by the Knights. Did not end in the desired result. Reese Remus tries to jump the pass. It's off the toe of Corbin Nas. Longhorns will have it underneath. Eli Schmidt defending against Taylor. It's off his foot. 2 kick passes right in a row. Although I don't think Corbin's was intentional. This one by Eli was intentional. Deflecting the pass. Engelke with it up top. Jace Cunningham defending. Taylor pops out. Picks up his dribble. Cunningham denying the lane. Tipped up. Reese Remus with it. Will push ahead. He'll take it all the way. It's in for 2. Reese Remus, nice move from the right to the left. Extends the Knights' lead to 6. Knights playing good lockdown man-to-man defense. Good foot move, good movement. Corbin Nas gets a little bit off here and is called for the quick foul as number 21, Declan Tweedy, was driving to the lane. It'll be on the floor. That's Nas's second foul. And he'll check out of the game as Gabe Smith checks in. Turnover here. Reese Remus finds the ball, pushes it ahead to Gabe Smith, who'll just pull it up and be content to get the ball to Eli Schmidt across the half-court stripe. Reese Remus posting up down low. He'll take it in. 4-2, Reese Remus, smooth finish. Knights lead is 8. Knights continue to lock down here as Caden McCoy gets the turnover, picks up the steal, and they'll get another. They're rewarded with another possession. Jace Cunningham flashes up from the top for the three-point play. The three-pointer is just off, and the rebound goes to Engleke. And as the Longhorns cross half court, their coach, Jarek Wagenblass, calls a timeout. 30-second timeout here by the Longhorns as the Knights lead 10-2 with 2 minutes and some change remaining in the first quarter. Our live stream sponsors tonight: Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air, Wakanda Water, State Bank of Downs, Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC, Remus Tower Service, Cunningham Fiber, Wakanda Boats and Motors, Midway Co-op, Miller Welding, and the Brush Group, LLC, Brush Art, Don Levy Litho, and Sun Graphics. Thank you to our Lakeside live stream sponsors. And thank you to all sponsors of Lakeside activities and athletics. Longhorns break the huddle. Taylor brings it across the half-court stripe. Slavic will take the three. It's off the mark. And Eli Schmidt with the rebound. Looks ahead. Find Reese Remus, who's posted up, and he will drive. He'll take it in for two. Reese Remus dominating at the rim tonight for the Lakeside Knights. Foul down under, away from the ball. I think it's going to go on Jace. No, it's going to go on Gabe Smith here. His first. Working hard for position down in the paint. Now a charge call before the throw-in. That one goes against Wagenblass. Gabe Smith with it, looking inside, has to throw it back up over the top of Eli Schmidt's head, and Wagenblass goes with it the other way. It rolls off the front of the rim. Gabe Smith passes it off to Cunningham, thinks better of the shot. Allows Reese Remus to work it in. This time he'll take it. It's off the front end, tipped back to Slavic. We're under the minute mark in the first quarter. Pass to the inside's forced by Taylor, and Caden McCoy picks it off. Eli Schmidt will take it to the rim. It's not there. Gabe Smith with the rebound. Cunningham for three. Knights lead by 13 points as we pull underneath the 30-second mark in the first period here from Stockton. Slavic has it on the outside. Remus defending. He'll take it in. Just off the rim. And again, the cold streak for the Longhorns is wearing on them as Cunningham takes it up and puts it in for 2 with a hard drive from the far side. Knights extend the lead to 15 points. It's thrown up at the end by Taylor, and the Knights head to the bench feeling very confident in their defense and scoring in the first period here versus the Thunder Ridge Longhorns. We'll take this opportunity to thank our sponsors of the Lakeside live stream: Miller Welding, The Brush Group, LLC, Brush Art, Don Levy Litho, Sun Graphics, Midway Co-op, State Bank of Downs, Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC, Remus Tower Service, Cunningham Fiber, Wakanda Boats and Motors, and we thank all of our Lakeside Booster Club business and individual sponsors, as well as these Lakeside live stream sponsors who have made this broadcast possible. And a big shout out to the Booster Club and those who make all the great activities for our students possible at USD 272. As we get set to start the second quarter of play here from Stockton, we'll take a quick run through the foul situation, which Corbin Nas for the Knights has 2. Gabe Smith with 1. Evan Slavic with 1. Declan Tweedy with 1, and 1 for Connor Wagenblast as well for the Longhorns. Knights have the possession arrow, and they'll start out here the second quarter. Given the score situation and Corbin Nas' 2 fouls, he'll remain on the bench here as we start off the second quarter. Gabe Smith. And Cunningham again for 3. This one rolls in and out, but Reese Remus with a strong rebound underneath. He's fouled. Fouls against Evan Slavic, his second. Reese picks it up inside, pitches it back out to Eli Schmidt, buries the 3. Lakeside extends the lead to 18. That pass was intended to go into the inside there for the Longhorns, and it's stolen away by the Knights. Cunningham looks for the drive, but he's cut off by 34. McDowell. Landon Betts heads to the scorer's table for the Knights. McCoy finds Gabe Smith at the top of the key, and Eli Schmidt looks across the lane to McCoy, who puts it up, and he's fouled. This is on Slavic. It's his 3rd, and that is a big foul. As Slavic key to the inside and outside game for this Longhorn team. Little confusion here as Betts checks into the game before the first free throw attempt. McCoy's free throw is off the mark. This one also rolls off. Reese Remus is going to be called over the back here. Just worked a little bit too hard at it. But it's his first foul, so little harm done here. Wagenblast looks to the inside. I thought the foul might have been on the arm by Betts, but this foul will go against number 15, Tate Foreman of the Longhorns, his first. Their 3rd team foul. Caden McCoy from outside puts it in for 3. Knights lead by 21. Reese Remus pokes it away, deflects it out of bounds. Pass intended down low for McDowell. Tate Foreman, Eli Schmidt defending. Landon Betts will pick up a foul. Declan Tweedy, 21 on 21. McCoy defending against him. Now over to Englicky, and Jace Cunningham blocks it, and it's tipped out by Englicky, and the Knights will take it over. A lot of things going right for the Lakeside Knights here tonight. Deflected again by the Lakeside, or excuse me, this one will be deflected out by the Longhorns. Knights will keep it, and they'll get it down under. McCoy finds Landon Betts alone in the corner. He swings it across to Cunningham, who drives, and he puts it up for 2. Knights lead by 23 points with 5:50 to play, or a little bit more than that in this quarter. Again, I do believe there's been some issues with the clock, as my clock consistently is not the same as that in the inside the gym. But it's close now, as mine says 5:33, and inside the gym says, or the scoreboard on the gym says 5:41. Foul call is against Caden McCoy. No, I guess they will call it against Caden McCoy. Yes, that's correct. Both teams with 3 fouls in the quarter. And that'll break the scoring drought for the Longhorns as Declan Tweedy makes his second free throw. Score 25-3 as we cruise toward the 5.5-minute mark of the second quarter. Caden McCoy pushes it in. Knights content to look for the good shot. It's blocked. Englicky got that one as he was defending in Schmidt's face. And with Slavic on the bench for the Longhorns, the production continues to be a struggle here, but down low, a putback by number 15, Tate Foreman, continues to put the Longhorns on a run. Foul down low. It's called against 34. We'll see if I'm correct on that. I'm waiting for that to come up onto the board. Eli Schmidt will check out of the game, and Lakota Snyder will replace him coming into the game for the first time. Inline violation or warning on number 5. McCoy with the quick 3. Cunningham with a strong rebound, puts it up. Couldn't get it to go, but he gets his own rebound again, and that one will finish for Jace Cunningham, and the Knights have 27. Englicky gets it back up, still goes out. Ball will stick with the Longhorns. Open look by number 12. Tristan Taylor's rebounded by Gabe Smith underneath the bucket. Jace Cunningham with the ball at the top. Cunningham drives, dishes to McCoy. McCoy shoots for three. It's in. Caden McCoy for three. Knights lead by 25 points here from Stockton in the Highway 24-36 preseason tournament's final game. Reese Remus gets a hand on the ball. He hustles it out, but won't be able to get the handle before he steps out of bounds. Good hustle by Reese. Wipe a little sweat off the ball. Longhorns Declan Tweedy will bring it across. And the pass, which Tweedy intended for McDowell, sails out. Thought for a moment that Reese might have put a finger on it, but he didn't. And another good break for the Knights. They'll again come over to the scores table to discuss the clock situation, as I feel it should be about 3:11 left in the half. I think they need to correct it to about 10 seconds. So again, the clock is going to continue to have a malfunction here in the gym in Stockton, and we'll hope that our clock is about as accurate as possible. Jace Cunningham will be called for a reach. His first foul. 14th foul in the Knights. Lakota Snyder defending there, tries to tip it away, and it was off his fingertips, but Connor Wagenblast tried to save it, and it's tipped out, and Knights have it again. Cunningham down low, puts it up, bounces it off the side corner of the backboard. I think he felt like he was fouled. There was a lot of body there. Reese Remus hits the floor. The pass sails out of bounds for the Longhorns. I think he was trying to find Englicky down low, but both players kind of slipped down at the end line. McCoy puts it across the line to Schmidt, and we'll push it up. Gabe Smith with it now. Gabe feeds Remus. Remus will put him on his hip, roll it in, couldn't find the handle. Just rolled off of the edge of the rim there. Nice look pass on the inside by Taylor. Excuse me, that was from Foreman to Englicky, but again, the Longhorns come up short. Reese Remus again brings the ball down to his knees and gets it tipped away. Smart move by Taylor on defense. The Knights maintain possession. Gabe Smith. Good ball action here by the Lakeside Knights. Jace Cunningham, strong move down under. Reese Remus fights for the shot, and he's fouled. He's hitting the back of the head here, I think. He's okay. We'll see who the foul calls against. It's on 34. It's his second. Reese misses the front end of this 2 shots. This one bounces in and out, but Gabe Smith with a hard-fought rebound for the Knights. Just couldn't quite keep his balance, and it'll go the other way, but good effort by Gabe, who comes back, looks for a possible to pick a pocket. It's not there, but Reese gets a hand in on the passing lane, and McCoy comes up with it, pushes ahead to Cunningham, who gets it to Smith in the far corner. Right back to Cunningham. He's fouled. That's going to be the 3rd foul against McDowell down low. And Cunningham will go to the line as Knights are in bonus. Jace Cunningham, first free throw good. So after a very hot start to the first and second quarters, Knights had a little bit of a gap there in scoring. But these 2 are good by Jace Cunningham. Knights show man, and Longhorns will come out in a motion. Foreman looks to find Declan Tweedy, but this pass was sailing and Taylor was able to recover it. Englicky now tries to force it in, and it's going to bounce off the toe of a Longhorn, I believe. Oh, they'll say it's off the toe of a Knight. It was off someone's toe. There's a guarantee there. Wagon Blast looks to feed Tweedy, and it's Reese Remus the other way with the opportunity. No call on that as Reese slides by the defender, puts it in for 2. Good Euro step there by Wagon Blast underneath, but it doesn't finish. And we should be under the 20-minute or 20-second mark here. We'll see if my clock and the score table agree as they're running a hand timer. We'll see what this is. I guess it's going to be a foul against Reese Remus as he was working down low, just fighting for position. And so a body contact foul by Reese underneath, and there has to be less than 2 seconds left in this game. I don't know what they're going to call, and it's going to go this the other way. So no one can say that it wasn't called on both ends in this situation, as number 15, Tate Foreman, picks up his 2nd foul, and their offensive fouls. We're trying to decide how much time is actually left on the clock here. My clock reads 0. I do feel like we've played more than 8 minutes here in this quarter, but that's okay. It gives the opportunity for Lakeside to score again. Pitch it back to that rebound by Betts underneath. A good quick move to get it back to McCoy, but he couldn't finish. And this half comes to a close where the Knights have a commanding lead of 34-5 over the Thunder Ridge Longhorns. As the teams head to the locker rooms, we'll take this opportunity to thank our Lakeside livestream sponsors, the Brush Group, LLC, Brush Art, Don Livy, Litho, Sun Graphics, Remus, Plumbing, Heating and Air, Wakanda Water, State Bank of Downs, Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC, Remus Tower Service, Cunningham Fiber, Wakanda Boats and Motors, and Miller Welding. Thank you to our sponsors. We're back here for the second half. And as the players get set to take the court, we'll thank all of our Lakeside live stream sponsors listed here on the screen. Thank you for making the Lakeside live stream possible. Well, here in Stockton, in the little gym, they've brought out a secondary screen that has the clock on it, at least at one end. And I believe they'll try to use that to supersede the actual game clock. They've just got zeros up on the game clock. And the clock operator from the scoreboard, or from the scorer's tables, come over to the other side, and we'll see how this works out. I'll try to keep as accurate as I can here on my part, on my end, and the players won't really be able to see the time on the clock, as this is just a screen set up at the one end of the gym. And the benefit will go to the Longhorns because they're talking about the coaches. Our coaches will be able to see it, though, so they can yell out the time if there's a situation with that. Considering the score and assuming that the Knights keep up their good defense here and keep the gap as it is, there shouldn't be much of an issue with the clock for the Lakeside Knights, as right off the bat, Eli Schmidt pushes ahead, and it'll be called off the Longhorns. Jace Cunningham with a nice turn and look. And the proverbial and the literal ball continues to bounce the Lakeside Knights' way, as Englicky had the handle on that pass, was not able to get it, and it bounces out of bounds. Lakeside Knights have the three-point opportunity by Jace Cunningham. It's off the mark, and Longhorns cross the half-court stripe. Englicky looks inside. Slavic with it now at the top, thinks better of the three-point opportunity, puts it on the floor to drive. Working to the inside. Declan Tweedy, who was stopped in the lane by two Knights, tries to dish it off to number 5, Connor Englicky. Pass sailed out of bounds. Eli Schmidt for 3. 3 bounces on the rim after that one, and it'll fall. Knights strike first here in the second half. Declan Tweedy tried to put it on his hip and take it up for the foul. Take it up for the score, and Eli Schmidt's heads the other way. Number 12, Tristan Taylor, slides in front of him on the layup attempt, and Schmidt's called for the foul. There's some discussion on that one. But needless to say, it's Schmidt's first foul, and the first team foul against the Knights. Turnover down low, Knights have it. Eli Schmidt doesn't get the roll, but Reese Remus is down underneath, couldn't finish as well. Travel called against Slavic. Full timeout is called by Coach Jarek Wagenblass of the Longhorns. And we're at about the 5:30 and change mark. as I also can't quite see the scoreboard that they've set up here at the end perfectly. Is it? Now I can. It's 5:32 on the clock, so we'll get that reset. Full timeout for the Longhorns. Lakeside Knights lead 37-5. McCoy gets it into Schmidt, and action restarts in this third quarter of play. Quick steal by Taylor, takes it the other way, puts it in for two. The Knights lead by 30. Jace Cunningham off the front iron. It was tipped out by a Longhorn. Last touched. Knights keep the ball. Cunningham drives, dishes it to Schmidt. Open look for three. Off the backside. Foul on the rebound. Will go against Corbin Nas. That's his third. Second team foul against the Knights in the quarter. Looks like Jace Cunningham's going to be called for a foul as he was working to overcome a screen. So Jace Cunningham has 2 fouls in the contest. Knights have 3 fouls in the quarter. Pass to the inside, across the lane, is picked off by the Knights. Jace Cunningham with the opportunity. He puts it in for two. Corbin Nas down low, gets the rebound after an attempted shot by Wagon Blast. Caden McCoy will drive. And a work off of a screen. Schmidt tries to get it into Cunningham. That pass is tipped, and it's stolen away. Taylor brings it across the half-court stripe and passes it off to Slavic. Taylor. Tipped off of Slavic, and Knights have it. Schmidt back to McCoy, back to Nas, and Knights content to run some clock here and be patient with the offense. Eli Schmidt with the open look for three. Again off the backside. McCoy hits the floor hard. Ball will go to the Longhorns. McCoy's going to be called with the shove here, as he was working against Declan Tweedy. Down under, Evan Slavic completes a 2-point play. Jace Cunningham moves off of a screen on the inside, unable to finish. Reese Remus comes up with it after a tipped ball by Eli Schmidt. He'll take it all the way. Rolls it off of his fingertips, unable to complete. A little bit of contact there, no foul. Slavic again here on the inside. Could not get it. Bounces off the knees of Jace Cunningham. Longhorns will keep it. This one is forced in a little bit by Wagon Blast. It goes off the feet of, or the shins of Slavic, and Knights have it now. Reese Remus dishes to Corbin Nas, long rebound rather. And now Caden McCoy attempts the three. Rebound goes to McDowell, who's playing with 3 fouls. Slavic gets his pocket picked by Reese Remus as he made a move towards the bucket. Longhorn set up underneath. Finds Slavic. Reese will be called for the foul. Slavic will go to the line and shoot 2. That's going to be Reese's 3rd foul. Slavic makes the first. So the free throw is no good. The foul is called here against McDowell, his 4th. Substitution now brings McDowell out of the game as Engelke checks back in. Another discussion about the clock situation is we're working on the fouls as they got zeroed out. And now the score is zeroed out, and it should be 39-10, not 39-1, and they're working on this now. 39-10 is the score. And the fouls should be correct up on the board, as I think they put the foul onto the wrong side is what occurred here, and Lakeside is the visitor on the score clock. But we'll push on with just under a minute or just over a minute to play. Eli Schmidt with a good touch pass finds Reese Remus down low. He's fouled. Fouls against number 21, Declan Tweedy. Eli Schmidt for 3. And at the approximately 1 minute mark of the third quarter, Coach J.R. Wagenblast takes a timeout. It's a full. His third timeout of the game. Take this opportunity to thank our Lakeside live stream sponsors, now listed on the screen. Miller Welding, The Brush Group, Brush Art, Don Levy Lithograph, Sun Graphics, Remus Plumbing, Heating and Air, Wakanda Water, State Bank of Downs, Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC, Remus Tower Service, Cunningham Fiber, Midway Co-op, and Wakanda Boats and Motors. Thank you to our Lakeside live stream sponsors. And thank you to all Lakeside Booster Club individual and business sponsors who make Lakeside athletics and activities possible. I think it's approximately 1 minute left. I can't see what it says. The score's sitting there. I don't know what it says. Jace Cunningham is called for the foul. Connor Engelke will step to the line. Shoot two. That's Jace's third foul. Engelke makes the first. Second doesn't find the rim. Knights will have it out of bounds underneath. Knights definitely here looking to just run clock. Reese Remus just couldn't find it, and the clock's going to run out here. Oh, they're going to give him an opportunity to take it all the way, and that's what I assumed would happen. Looks like I was about 12 seconds off of the score clock there over in the corner of the gym, and so we'll enter the fourth quarter as the officials discuss something here at the end. Not quite sure what. And the lead for the Knights is 31, and that means running clock for all the fourth quarter. Now in the game for the Knights, Lakota Snyder, Gabe Smith, Luke Hudson, Landon Betts, and Kobe Klein. Gabe Smith drives around the right, dishes it to Kobe Klein. Closely guarded. Knights looking for a scoring opportunity. They will not push the ball. Slavic takes it away as Landon Betts tried to push that pass into Luke Hudson. Slavic's long reach allowed him to steal the pass. Feigenblast drives in. It's going to roll off of the foot of Gabe Smith, down on the side here. Well, Englique drove in. Shot was no good, but he got his own rebound. Landon Betts picks up the foul. His second of the contest. At the line, Connor Englique. He gets the second. Lakota Snyder brings it across half court for the Knights as the point guard. Looks off to the left to Gabe Smith. Knights will swing it around. He takes the shot. Kobe Klein puts it in for three, extending the Knights' lead. Good rebounding position down low for Landon Betts. Luke Hudson working across. Longhorns are in a 2-3 zone. Luke Hudson has it, puts it up. Had some pressure in his face there. Rebound goes to the Longhorns. Englique's fouled by Luke Hudson underneath. That's Luke Hudson's first foul, second team foul of the quarter for the Knights. And now checking into the game, replacing Gabe Smith and Landon Betts, is Liam Christians and Riker Remus. Liam Christians, number 30, Riker Remus, number 5. Also on the court now, Lakota Snyder, number 3, Luke Hudson, number 42, and Kobe Klein, number 12. Englique. Rebound underneath. Foul again. I believe it's going to be called on number 5, Riker Remus. Quickly into the book for him as he just checked in and picks up a foul. Clock continues to run here. Stepping to the line now for Thunder Ridge, Sam Baker. Who makes the first. Baker makes the second. And Englique will check out of the game as number 20. Heath Hobson checks in for the Thunderbirds Longhorns. Riker Remus in the point guard position, brings the ball up. Passes it off to Kobe Klein, who swings it back. Now Snyder. Swing passes abounding here for the Knights. Kobe Klein again with a three-point opportunity. Three-point shot. Long rebound, tipped out by both sides. Riker Remus with it now. Knights save the possession, and Liam Christians has it in the corner. Skip pass to Kobe Klein. Riker Remus now with three-point shot. It'll go. Riker Remus for 3. Knights have 48. Number 10, Sam Baker, puts it in for 2 for the Longhorns. Liam Christians drives in. Foul called here on the floor. Fouls on Heath Hobson, his first. First team foul against the Longhorns. McDowell checks out. It's replaced by number 3, Morgan Brownwood. Liam Christians with the shot attempt, not there. Riker Remus picks it. Oh, fights for the ball, but Sam Baker has come in and put in some good minutes for the Longhorns here. Kobe Klein steps off, shoots the 3, doesn't go. Rebound goes to the Longhorns. It's scooped up, but Riker Remus picks his pocket. Finds Luke Hudson, who will drive in. It's going to be a double dribble here, I think. And that is what it's called. And number 24, Riley Glaze shot with the shot, and the rebound goes to the Longhorns. It's bounced around down low, and we'll see who comes up with it here. Kobe Klein, I believe, will get the ball for the Knights and bounce it off to Lakota Snyder, who pushes it across as Liam Christians attempts the 3. Kobe Klein with a strong rebound underneath, pushes it in to Luke Hudson. He'll take the shot, just rolls off the mark, but Liam Christians tries to get the finish, doesn't go. 30 seconds left to play. Riker Remus steals it away, has the opportunity, doesn't put it in, and Liam Christians with the finish as time expires here from Stockton. That is the end of the game. And final score from Stockton, where the Lakeside Knights finish off the 3-game stand of the Highway 24-36 preseason tournament 3-0, and they go 4-0 on the season.